Hey everybody, Mrs. Balokas here for health class. Today we're going to review something we learned earlier in the school year. We're going to review the 3Ds rule. The 3Ds rule. Can you remember what those were? It has to do with your personal safety. 3 ways that you need to make sure that you are safe. So think about that while I read you a story. The book we're reading today is called Most People. What do you notice about this cover? Yeah, a lot of different people, right? Different ages, different hairstyles, different skin colors. Most people, different expressions. Some have glasses, some have mustaches, some have long hair, some have curly hair, some have short hair, some have no hair. Most people. Let's read what this is about. Most people love to smile. I try to smile every time I come into class with you. You know, I really don't even have to try that hard because I really love coming in to teach you health. I really do miss doing that. But I'm smiling for you now because I really do like to smile. Most people love to laugh. This looks like it's probably a mom and a daughter, and it looks like a baby brother eating breakfast. And look, it looks like they're smiling, they're laughing, they're having a good morning. Most people love to see other people smile and laugh too. Don't you like to make other people smile and laugh? Sure, it's a good feeling to make other people smile and laugh. This looks like maybe a picture of a boy maybe making his grandpa laugh by making silly faces with bananas. Most people are good people. Most people want to help when they see someone crying. Most people want to help when they see someone who is in trouble. Let's look at this picture in the book and see how many situations we can find with someone who needs some help. Let's look at this one first. Or maybe just some people smiling. It looks like there's a lady crossing the street. She has a cane, and by the look of her appearance and her hair is gray and she's bent over, looks like maybe she's older. She's walking in the crosswalk and it looks like there's a truck coming. How could you help her? It looks like she could use some assistance. Someone could help her by holding on to her and helping her cross the street safely when it's a good time to do so, right? It looks to me here like somebody fell off their bike. I'm so glad they were wearing a helmet though. They didn't hurt their head. So it looks like maybe they banged their knee. And it looks like someone is running with a first aid kit. I can tell by that red cross on the box, coming to help. Someone is here playing some music. Someone's in the window baking a pie. Oh look, there's a police officer showing someone directions. It looks like they're trying to figure out where to go. They have a map in their hand. There's a man walking down the street. There's somebody on a bike. There's somebody walking a dog. Looks like we've got a lot going on in this picture. Doesn't look like anybody's trying to harm anybody else though, does it? Most people are trying to help. Most people want to make other people, even strangers, feel good. Most people are very good people. Let's look at the next picture in the book. This lady needs to get on the bus at the bus stop. This man says, "After you, ma'am." He's being polite and using his manners. And he's allowing this lady to get on the bus in front of him. Some people do bad things, or sometimes they might yell bad words. Those little scrollies and squiggles represent someone yelling out of their window some bad words. That's not a nice thing to do. Some people may lie, they may steal, they may bully, they may hurt or destroy. But most people Don't do those things. In this case, we see someone coming to clean up graffiti. They've written on the side of a building. Some people have broken windows. Some people have knocked over maybe some trash. But most people don't do that. And most people are there to clean up and to help. Most people wouldn't harm anybody. If you could line up all the people who want to be good and all the people who want to be bad, the good line would stretch from here to the tallest mountain. All the people in the bad line could crowd together in a dark and gloomy room. There's not many. There's not many. I don't want you to be afraid. So that's the point of this book. Most people, all these people, they're like dots. There's so many of them. They're holding hands and they're stretching all the way up the mountain. Most people are good. Are you a good person? Of course you are. And do you know a lot of good people? Of course you do. Do we make mistakes sometimes? Maybe break a rule sometimes. Maybe we do something and we regret it, or we do something that we weren't supposed to. Maybe we hurt somebody's feelings, or maybe accidentally break something. Or maybe we get really mad and say something mean or break something on purpose. And then we have to fix it, right? People who do bad things can change. There's a seed of goodness inside them waiting to sprout. Looks like in this picture, this little boy is going up to a man at a store saying, "I'm sorry." Looks like maybe he took an apple and he's giving it back. Maybe he was hungry, but he admitted it. Not a big deal. But he did something he felt like he shouldn't have. Most people love the sunshine. Most people love the earth. Most people love watching things grow. You've been growing anything, some flowers or vegetables since you've been home? This lady has a pot of flowers. It looks like there's a community garden there. Everybody's working together. A person who's frowning and mad or sad or mean is like a sour grape and a bunch of sweet grapes. That person would almost always rather be happy, smiling, and laughing. Sometimes they just need help. They need someone to help them solve a problem. Help them to find a way to make things better. Help them to smile and laugh and be happy. Everyone looks nicer and feels better when they smile and laugh. So here it looks like a girl's not having a good day, and that can happen. And another girl comes up and picks her a flower and hands it to her, and look how much better that makes her feel. You know, sometimes it's not always that easy to solve a problem. But we have to start somewhere. The kindness starts with you. It always starts with you, to start finding ways to be kind and find solutions. When you see something bad happening, you may soon see someone trying to help out. Oftentimes it's another adult, if it's a bigger problem, but sometimes it could be another kid like you. Remember we talked about bullying and being an upstander? So bullying is when an individual is mistreated in a mean way over and over and over again for no good reason. An upstander is someone who stands up for that person, for that victim, so they're not bullied anymore. A bystander is someone who lets it happen and doesn't chime in and say anything. So remember, we talked about this year, how important it is to be an upstander. Remember, treat others the way you want to be treated. The helper could be you. Someone's always there being good, because being good is what most people do. Most people are good. And we talked about community helpers this year. Firefighters, police officers, EMTs, doctors, nurses. Those are some examples of community helpers. We've talked about security officers. If you ever lost somewhere and you couldn't find another trusted adult that you knew, like a parent or your teacher or a coach or a leader of a camp. So we have to make sure that we have other trusted adults that we can find to help us solve bigger problems. You remembering those 3 Ds yet? Think about what those situations are. Most people like to run and dance and play. I bet you've been doing a lot of that right now. I know I have been. It helps me feel better. Run, dance, and play, or share stories with someone they know, or snuggle with someone they know. Did you notice who's behind me? There's my dog Goldie. I snuggle with her. When I pet Goldie and I snuggle with her, it makes me feel better. How many of you have a pet that helps you to feel better? And even if you don't, hold on, I'm gonna show you something. This is Jerry Bear. Jerry Bear also gives back great hugs. He's fun to hug and squish, and sometimes he's just what I need to feel better. So everybody's got their ways, everybody's got their stuff that helps them to feel better. What do? What do you have to make you feel better? Maybe you go to someone you love and get a hug. Most people like a kind word, a please, a thank you, or maybe in this case, it looks like this gentleman is playing a ukulele. He's playing music. Looks to me like the girl in front of him is complimenting him, saying, hey, I really like that song. You do a good job playing music. Most people like thinking good thoughts about others. There's a man and a woman and a young boy, and a dog and a pigeon. Looks like they have a pie. What would you guess is happening here? Possibly this man might be offering this lady a pie. That's a kind and generous gesture. Most people smile, when they see a baby. It's hard not to smile when you see a baby, right? How many of you have baby brothers and sisters? And I know you love them. I know maybe sometimes you think that they could be a little annoying, but at the end of the day, I know you love them and they're so cute. Show me some pictures of you with your little brothers and sisters. Maybe you have little cousins or neighbors. I have little nieces and nephews. Most people glow when they hear or say, I love you. Think about how your family feels. Maybe your mom, or maybe your dad, maybe your brother or sister, maybe your grandma or grandpa. When you get to say, I love you, how do they look like they feel? I bet they are glowing. How do you feel when the people you love say, I love you? Feels good, right? This looks like that's what's happening right here in this picture. Most people in the world know that. Most people are very good. Looks like they're having a nice little picnic dinner on the rooftop of the building. It's all kinds of happy activities going on inside these different homes and apartments. There's music playing, all kinds of things. So once again, here's the cover, here's the back. Most people are good, and we need to treat everybody that way from the beginning, that they are good. Because that's our job. Our job is to be kind. Kindness starts with you. That was one of our other stories that we've been reading, right? So the 3 Ds rule. Do you remember them? I'll give you a hint. When somebody's doing something that could hurt you or themselves or someone else, that's right, dangerous. If anyone is doing something that's dangerous, that is breaking one of the 3 Ds safety rules. When someone breaks that 3D safety rule, that's when you need to make sure that you find a trusted adult.